Shame on you. Shame on you.
But
Because
where's your evidence?
No. You're the problem.
At the Republican National Convention, it was a Marjorie Taylor Greene meltdown.
Not
And I'm
lie.
asking you for
Not lie
evidence.
about. You don't get to ask any more questions. I'm done with you.
And after threatening to bolt from the reporter, Greene followed through and cut the interview short.
No.
Party
You're
of
the cause of
pedophiles.
our
Do you have
country
any
being
response to that?
divided. You're the cause of our country being divided. You're the cause of President Trump almost being assassinated. You're the cause of everything wrong
where's
in
your
America.
evidence for those claims?
No, you're done. You're done. Yeah, go back.
The confrontation started innocently.
Trump, what do you think of his choice of JD Vance as vice president?
Very excited.
After Greene delivered platitudes, the reporter from the London Times Radio noted that Vance, a few years ago, hammered Donald Trump.
This is a man who compared him to Hitler, though. Isn't that concerning?
Let me finish. I vetted him on his statements, his articles he'd written.
Moments later, the reporter asked about what Vance said recently about the UK.
So Vance, he said that the UK could be the first Islamist country with nuclear weapons under the new Labour government. Doesn't that paint a sour picture for relations with the UK?
Well, let's talk about the words of the Democrats and Joe Biden that have also labeled President Trump as a fascist, labeled all of us as Nazis and Hitler.
Nazis and Hitler?
Completely lied, demonizing him so much so that a young man, a 20-year-old, which is hard to imagine, actually climbed onto a roof and tried to murder President Trump.
You said that the Democrats wanted the shooting of Trump to happen.
Let's talk about people like you.
Where's your evidence
let's talk
of
about
that?
people like you
But where's your
that
evidence of those
demonize
claims?
people like me, President Trump. You know, I have some of the most highest amount of death threats because of people like you, because you choose to only take certain words from people, and then that's what you want to report. Shame on you. Shame on you.
But where's your evidence?
You're the problem. And where's this woman from?
The Times.
You're
London.
from the Times? Okay, you're ridiculous.
Says MTG, who is accusing the reporter of inspiring a 20-year-old Republican to shoot Donald Trump.
And not lie about it. You don't get to ask any more questions. I'm done with you. Because you're the cause. You're
One
the
more
cause
thing. You
of
call
our
the
country.
Democrats a
No.
party
You're
of
the cause of
pedophiles.
our
Do you have any
country being
response to
divided.
that?
You're the cause of our country being divided. You're the cause of President Trump almost being assassinated. You're the cause of everything wrong
where's
in
your
America.
evidence for those claims?
No. You're done. You're done. Yeah, go back.
Go back to the UK, Greene said. What up? And by the way, that's the view that a lot of people in the UK have of Greene, because the fact is, over the past several years, Greene has erupted repeatedly and in embarrassing fashion at British reporters. More on that in a moment. The Republican convention has not exactly been smooth sailing for several MAGA House Republicans. Florida's Matt Gaetz went berserk on the convention floor at former Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Watch.
Speaking. What night are you speaking? Are you speaking tonight? Or one person? No. Hey, you're not. If you took that stage, you would get booed off of it. You would get booed off the stage.
Well, when Gaetz took the stage, pay close attention to Matt Gaetz's frozen forehead and eyebrows.
You can no longer bribe Democrat senators with cash alone. You have to use gold bars just so the bribes hold value.
Patriot takes. Matt Gaetz yesterday versus Matt Gaetz today. Claudia Conway, am I high or did Matt Gaetz get crazy Botox? Burt Macklin, you are not high. Frank Lesser, Matt Gaetz had so much work done he looks like he's dating Kanye on the rebound. Greta, Matt Gaetz is 2 white tigers and a life partner from having a Vegas act. And as if the online ridicule wasn't brutal enough, former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy got the last laugh in a convention interview on CNN.
You know, he looks very unhinged. I mean, a lot of people have concerns about him. And I'm not sure if he was on something, but I do hope he gets the help that he needs. But more importantly, I hope the young women get the justice they deserve when it comes to him.
I mean, you're referring to the House Ethics Committee investigation that is ongoing.
Yeah, with his partner in jail because they paid underage women for sex and drugs. Yeah.
The trolling of Gaetz was so intense that it evoked memories of when Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene had a photo op a few years ago on a beach along the Pacific Ocean. The duo got pranked in remarkable fashion, and the video went viral.
Oh my God, I'm so excited! I'm so excited! I mean, everyone thinks you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy. People think you're a pedophile. I don't think you're a pedophile at all. I don't think he's a pedophile at all. The charges against him are totally false. They're totally false. Oh my God.
Yes, Matt Gaetz' face got frozen, although at that time it was because of embarrassment. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, with her lingering thumbs up, established that she is clueless. And it's been obvious, not just in the halls of Congress, but around the world. We began this video with Marjorie Taylor Greene melting down and accusing a British radio reporter of inspiring the Trump assassination attempt. Well, news consumers in the UK have seen Greene's stupidity before. A few years ago, Greene was asked by a British reporter about the correlation between guns and mass shootings.
And it's our job to defend the Second Amendment.
Well, I understand that we don't have guns in the UK, that is true, but we don't have mass shootings either. Children aren't scared to go to school.
You have mass stabbings, lady. You have all kinds of murder, and you've got laws against
nothing
that.
like the same rates.
Well,
here.
you can go back to your country and worry about your no guns.
That's very kind.
We like ours here.
We like our guns. Go back to your country. More recently, Greene erupted when a British reporter asked her in the halls of Congress about voting against Ukraine.
And David Cameron needs to worry about his own country, and frankly, he can kiss my ass.
But do you think Putin's the good guy in all this?
That was Marjorie Taylor Greene's response to criticism from British Foreign Secretary David Cameron. Hours earlier, Cameron wrote in the Hill newspaper, "Pass Ukraine funding for the sake of global security." Quote, "I do not want us to show the weakness displayed against Hitler in the 1930s. He came back for more, costing us far more lives to stop his aggression." Sky News correspondent James Matthews followed up.
Secretary David Cameron says that you should vote through funding for Ukraine. What do you say to that?
I think he tried to compare us to Hitler also. And if that's the kind of language he wants to use, I really have nothing to say to him.
Well, he likened you to an appeaser to Hitler in not voting through funding for Ukraine. Are you an appeaser for Putin?
I think that I really don't care what David Cameron has to say. I think that's rude name-calling, and I don't appreciate that type of language.
Greene, of course, knows all about rude name-calling. That's been her MO for years.
I just want to say to Nancy Pelosi, she's a hypocrite, she's an anti-American, and we're going to kick that bitch out of Congress. Now we have Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police.
Gazpacho, Gestapo, Notleys, Nazis. It's all one big stream of stupidity for Marjorie Taylor Greene when she's in Congress, at press appearances, and at the Republican convention. But at the RNC, Greene had some company in the idiot department thanks to Matt Gaetz. What a pair. And more proof that when it comes to Republicans in Congress, America is not electing the best and brightest, just some low IQ, cringe-inducing morons. By the way, the Republican Party has long been associated with sexual repression, and that was on display in Milwaukee as a gay hookup app usage skyrocketed during the convention. While the West Virginia governor may have just been showing off his bulldog,
you didn't really expect that, did you?
Given the Republican convention, this display could have been an endorsement of bestiality.
She makes us smile, and she loves everybody.
By most accounts, Republican convention goers have gone wild. The Party of Family Values has reportedly overwhelmed the gay hookup app Tinder, as this video shows, allegedly from inside the convention. Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from J.S. Martin, who wrote, "Is anybody surprised? Every accusation is a confession." Well said. I look forward to reading your comments about Marjorie Taylor Greene melting down and Matt Gaetz imploding in epic Republican convention fails. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.